Hey guys, my name is Sal Shakir, and my story is a little different than most. I am an immigrant from the Middle East, and if you know anything about the Middle East, you can only begin to imagine the struggles we went through. After immigrating to the United States, and plenty of personal and financial hardships later, I finally reached my version of the American dream. The vehicle that helped me reach my financial freedom was real estate. Now, I run multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses, and I like to help others. That's why I'm here. If I can do it, so can you. Believe me. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how.
There's a reason why I'm talking about systems, because that is my favorite subject. And that is something that I like to do in our organization. Every business that we own, I love to systemize this business, because there is a few things that you have to consider when you're starting a company. And really there is those 5 steps that you do every business that you start. There is the idea, which is the the vision. Next, you build it. Third one is you systemize it, which is what we're going to be talking about here. The fourth one is you delegate it. You hire people to take over that after you systemize it. And the fifth one is you rinse and repeat. You keep doing that and you grow your company, and you can jump to other companies and do the same thing. What are systems? Systems does not have to be a piece of code, a piece of software. Is that one component of it? Yes, absolutely. But a system could be a process as well. When you're in real estate, when you get a lead, to convert to a deal, from a deal to transaction to closing it, that's a process. So you can put a system in place for really just about anything. And in order for your organization to grow, you need to have processes and systems in place to take over those tedious tasks or the repetitive tasks. Because once you put a process together, just like Amazon, I love how Amazon does things. You order something, it almost immediately gets shipped. It goes to the conveyor belt and it gets shipped. And if you've ordered something from Amazon and like 5 minutes later you try to cancel it and it's already shipped, it's because they have a system and a process put in place beautifully. So there is not a lot of human error factor when you're putting processes in place, systems in place. There is a human interaction to operate those, of course, but most of the work can be automated. Why? Because there is less error margins there. Number one. Number two, because it expands your capability of doing so much. If you have a system, a predictive dialing system that calls a few hundred calls every hour versus manually dialing out, who's going to win? The system, right? If you have a text blasting platform versus somebody texting one by one, who's going to reach more people? Right? So there is systems in place that can expand your capacity. So that's really why they're important and why systems are necessary. We just covered that. All right. So the goal is to automate your business. If you want to delegate your business at any day, if you jumped into a business and you think that this business model is relying on you only, so if you get sick, this business is down. If you're late, this business is down. If something happens, this business, you can't rely on a business that's only dependent on you. So what's the goal? You automate your business. When you automate your business, you can plug people in, you can take a vacation, you can go anywhere you want to go, and the business is still going. So that's the ultimate goal. So the most common mistakes is people don't really want to let go. I used to be one of those guys that holds this badge of honor saying that I work 18-hour days. I do this and this and that and this and that. And I used to wear that as a badge of honor, thinking that this is something good. It's not. Because I don't want to be the reason I'm bottlenecking my business. I don't want to be the reason that, because I'm handling 20 different things, so I'm given every task 5%. Right? I want to make sure that I give it the proper attention that it needs. If I give it 5%, every department or every position, I give it 5% attention, I'm going to get 5% result back. Therefore, my goal is, yes, you can do everything as you start, but as soon as you start scaling, you're not going to break through the next level if you don't start delegating, you don't hire people. Some people that we hired know more things than I do right now. Because they do that one task every day. You have to be willing to let go of the vine. You have to trust that someone else can do it. And there's a small rule of thumb. This is how I operate. If somebody can do it at 70% capacity or more than me, then they're okay. They're okay to be delegated to. No one is going to be exactly like you. No one's going to be a twin that's going to operate exactly the way you operate, but you can train them to operate just like you. But if they can operate at 70% or more, then it's okay to delegate that to. So trust in a team and be willing to let go of the vine. To elevate, you must delegate. Just like we talk, if you want to go to the next level, don't be your bottleneck. Don't be the reason that your business is not growing because you want to control everything. You want to do everything. You want to be known the guy that does everything. Stop trying to do it all and try to simplify your organization. Systems can get very complicated. Some people like to complicate things. Don't complicate it. Do the most simple things as a process. If you go back into your business and see for the past 30 days, what have you been doing every day? What are you doing every week? And you can find a common denominator that you do every day or every other day that can be systemized very easily. So KISS, keep it stupid simple. We flip the words to be more cautious about cursing, although we've been cursing on this event. All right, faith is spelled risk. So have some faith in your team members, have some faith in the process, have some faith in your systems that you put in place. There's 3 pillars to systemizing your business. We always talk about this: people, data, speed. People, data, speed. In the real estate business, for sure, those are the fastest things or the most things that you need to pay attention to. People, leaders are key in your organization. Why? Because you can replicate yourself and they can replicate their duties amongst other team members. Meaning is Adrian is our sales director, right? He is handling our sales department, but himself has team members that he's handling daily. Their job is to lock up deals. So you set leaders in your organization to take care of other people, and the other people become leaders, right? That's how companies scale. That's how Fortune 500 companies get bigger and bigger. Leverage time with the team. So if I'm doing something, an hour equals an hour worth of work. If there's 2 people, 1 hour is worth 2 hours worth of work. If there's three people, you get the math. Return on investment on every team member. So make sure that when you're hiring somebody, you're not just hiring to hire. You hire when it's the right time to hire. Obviously, if there's not enough things to do, you can't just hire and bring people in. They'll just quit. There's nothing to do. So make sure that there is some kind of a return on investment on this hire. This person, this seat costs some money. So make sure that person is self-sufficient and bring in some extra revenue to your organization. That's how you grow. Systems. So systems could be a software, a CRM system, obviously, or any other tool. Could be tools like a macro. That could be part of the process of the system that you have. All right. And processes is step-by-step checklists and standard operating procedures. One of my favorite things to do is I always like to record me doing stuff. So when I'm hiring somebody, I can just show them these videos. I can talk to them and boom, now they have a checklist as well. Now they can go about it and know exactly what to do. Are they going to have questions? Of course they will have questions. But is this going to help me? Of course. As you start to hire more people, more questions are going to arise, and you can always make more videos for those questions, right? You can always tweak it. You can always delete some video and add a new video. It could be as simple as comp training. Record yourself comp training, because every comp training may be different. Every state, every county could be different.